Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making fried fish and bammy, which is a very popular meal here in Jamaica if you go to the beach. So I'm going to be adding my natural seasonings. I have some onion, green bell pepper, escallions or green onions, freshly chopped thyme, along with some garlic. And then we're going to be adding our powdered seasoning. So the first one I'm adding is actually Old Bay seasoning. I actually got this on Amazon because I don't think it's sold out here in Jamaica. I don't use a lot of this seasoning because it has a very strong flavor, but just a little bit of Old Bay gives your fish or any seafood that you're making a really nice flavor. Now guys, I know you haven't seen this in my videos lately, and it's because I was having a hard time finding it, and I restocked on my garlic salt, so I'm going to be adding some of that as well. After that, I'm gonna go in with my Goya all-purpose seasoning. You guys know how I feel about this. It's very light and it does the job. It's a very good seasoning. If you're abroad, if you're in Jamaica, please go and try this seasoning. You will not regret it. So I'm gonna be putting some of this on my fish as well. It's a little bit more than the Old Bay, as you realize, because like I said, it's a very light seasoning and it gets the job done. After that, we're gonna go in with some ground black pepper. This one is by Grace, which is a company here in Jamaica. And I'm gonna just lightly cover my fish with the black pepper. And then we're gonna start rubbing in our seasonings. Now, if you have nails like me, you can do what I'm doing and actually like rub the seasoning onto the fish. If you don't have long nails like myself, you can get in there and just work the meat. Some people like to poke their meat with some knives or some forks just to get the seasoning in. I just rub it in and then I leave it in my fridge for about 30 minutes. Make sure you get those thyme leaves in there. What I do, I take the juices and I constantly pour it onto the fish, scoop it up, put the fresh seasonings, rub it in. And then if you notice, I left a little water in the bowl to create some kind of a marinade, and then you want to put that in the fridge for 30 minutes and let it soak. I'm going to be using the Twickenham Bammy, which I got in the supermarket here, and this is what we're going to be doing for our fried Bammy today. So depending on how you prefer your Bammy to be shaped, I like my Bammy cut in 4. I don't like the big pieces. So you're going to take a knife and cut it. It's very firm, so you want to hold the knife properly and don't hurt yourself, and cut them into quarters. For this next step, you can either use water or milk, but to make your Bammy flavorful, I highly recommend milk, especially condensed milk. I don't think cow's milk does the job like the other sweeter milks. So you can use like a sweet milk, and you're gonna put your Bammy in there for 10 seconds, no more than 10 seconds, or else you're gonna have a very saturated and soft Bammy, and you do not want that, trust me. So if you wanna count with me, that's fine, but leave it in there for 10 seconds, and then you're gonna get a skillet with oil, and you're gonna have your oil hot, and I mean hot and ready and waiting for your Bammy. I actually did not keep my oil extra hot for the purpose of this video because I did not want my camera to be splashed, but afterwards I did turn up my heat a lot higher. So I'm gonna be adding at least 4 right now because I want each Bammy to be cooked properly. If you add too much, each Bammy might not be fried properly because the heat has to be distributed to so many things. Now, if you're Jamaican and you're watching this, it depends on how you like your Bammy. I like my Bammy extra crispy. Some people do not like that. But if you're abroad, you do not have to fry your Bammy this much. You can do it until they're like golden brown, and then you can take them out and put them on a rack. I put mine in some napkins because I do not have a rack. Now, just to note, I did fry my Bammy first, and if I had made festival, I would have done the same thing, because if you fry your fish first, you're gonna have a very fishy oil, a very dark oil, and that's not cute. So I did go ahead and fry my Bammy first. I'm gonna add some garlic to this oil, and then, like I said, make sure your oil is extra hot. Fish has to be fried on high heat, or else the fish is going to break. So I'm adding my fish that was in the fridge soaking in its marinade. I'm only adding 2 because I want them to fry properly. And that garlic that you see there, it's gonna give the oil a nice flavor. Some persons prefer to add Scotch bonnet pepper. I prefer garlic. This is how my fish is looking after flipping it after about 5 minutes of frying. Fish does not take long to fry, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out, and then I'm gonna add a next set. Look at that seasoning. You can see the seasoning on the fish, guys, and trust me, we haven't gotten there yet, but this fish was so delicious, I will tell you from now. So as you can see, the oil is gradually changing color, which is why I did not do the Bammy last. I did the Bammy first. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this last piece. If it is that you're gonna be frying more fish after this step, you can go ahead and add more oils, simply because the oil is gonna go down, but this was the last piece in the bowl, so I did not do that. Also, be mindful of like the burnt garlic and stuff. You can remove those after a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate my dish. So I'm gonna be adding at least 2 pieces of fish because it's now dinner time. Me and my boyfriend are gonna eat this together as a couple and watch a nice movie. And then we're gonna be adding our Bammy. Like I said, I like my Bammy in this shape. It just makes the dish so presentable, and presentation is one of my big faves. So I'm gonna go ahead, drop some Scotch bonnet in there just to make it colorful and make the color pop. And then this is how the final dish is looking, guys. Guys, the Bammy was so crunchy. The fish was so flavorful and crunchy. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Do not forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Click the link below and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.